Welcome, welcome, welcome to episode 4 of Blunt Knowledge. Poetry, the truth, aka Mr. Knowledge. AJ, the realist, aka Mr. Blunt. Alright, our topic for today is false claiming. With that being said, okay, I'm gonna start off with you with us fellas. Okay. There's some young brothers out here who have a problem accepting what they are and trying to be something they're not. Meaning, you know what I'm saying, you see young brothers with their pants hanging off their butt, and like we talked about in episode 3, that means that you're advertising being a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? So, when you're false claiming to be a thug, people are going to take that as you actually trying to be serious, and they're going to test your knowledge to see if you're a street.
They want to see if you're tough.
Exactly.
And try to see if you're tough, you can go down. Like, from going from pretty much wanting to fight you to pretty much, well, it's not wanting to kill you. So, yeah, like that. I mean, then you have people who kind of like, they go to you, like, y'all cool and everything, like, what's up, man, what's up, all that stuff. Or girls like, hey, girl, how you doing, all that stuff. But then they just, when not there, shit just gets completely twisted. I mean, it's retarded at times. Like, that's like one of my pet peeves, like, it's like being two-faced. It's like, if you can't be real with me, it pretty much just don't be around me. I'm saying, if going one way when I'm not there, then, hey, you're not a real friend. Just pretty much be who you are. You don't like me, then, hey, don't like me.
Exactly. And when you're trying to be out there, you're telling a female lies like, yo, girl, I got this, I got Bentleys, I got money, I got this. They're gonna test you. They're gonna test you to see was that kind of quote unquote real man you are. And if you're lying, you know what I'm saying, they're not gonna let them know this nigga's trash, this nigga's a liar. You know what I'm saying? Because be who you are. Be the person that God made you. It's not a problem being who you are. If you're trying to be something you're not, that's when problems come with you. If you're trying to imitate the thug life, that's what you're going to deal with for the rest of your life. If you're putting yourself out there to be a hoe, that's what people are going to clarify you as, regardless. Females, if you're dressing with your breast all propped up and looks like a booty is on your chest and the tight ass jeans, niggas gonna be thinking, yo, she's a loose booty. You could be just dressing that way because you like it, but that's what people gonna look at you as because that's what you're advertising.
Just because I dress this way does not mean I'm a whore. Yes, it does, in my eyes.
And, you know, personally, my thing is this: I want to get to know a person before I judge them. If you're coming off as very flirtatious and putting your booty all out and you're walking with your breast all propped up,
I'm saying all that stuff is like what, like, and then we said something about it, you get mad. Well, what do you expect us to think? Like, you're putting it out there, you have the uniform on.
Yeah. So, now my partner doesn't mean to be facetious when he says that, but he's just very blunt. That's the whole process about show. He's blunt. I'm not.
I mean, like, here's my point with everything. I mean, like, let's with this. Like, I know I'm gonna come off as this complete asshole and everything, but I honestly don't care because I'm gonna say what's true. I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? If I can be accountable about it, I wouldn't be on camera just saying that, you know?
Exactly, and that's this whole show is for us to teach y'all. Y'all can understand the meaning of blunt knowledge.
Really, it's gonna be like it's gonna be long, y'all. I'm be speaking tough.
I'm gonna see me. My whole thing, knowledge, poetry. What he stands for, what I stand for, is I speak about the truth. Same thing he does. He just more harsher with it because that's him. He's blunt knowledge. He's my boy right here. You know what I'm saying? It's blunt, and that's how we're trying to help. We're not trying to stereotype. We're not trying to pick. We're not trying to judge. We're trying to help prepare you guys because times are changing. People are dying left and right, and there's so many things going on. Trayvon Martin was killed for wearing a hoodie and having Skittles in a drink. Lipton iced tea, right? Arizona iced tea.
By the way,
you know what I'm saying?
By the way,
actually is. And he didn't even do nothing wrong, but he got killed for it. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of years ago, there was a young guy, a young brother who got arrested because he had sex with a white girl. She was 16 and he was 18. No, she was 15 and he was 18. They locked him up, and it wasn't even like, oh, he just had sex with her. They was actually dating. They was in love and everything, but her family had him locked up, and it was consensual. And Al Sharpton fought that case and fought it and fought it and fought it, and finally the young brother got justice. And it's sad that we have to go through things, be stereotyped like that over things. You can't help who you love. Point blank, period.
Kind of like Dirty Dancing, man. Think about it, like kind of like Patrick Swayze.
By rest of soul, R.P.
Real.
Patrick Swayze.
Don't put baby in the corner. But I mean, you wanna know what you said, man? It's like, I mean, love, like, there's not a destiny. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no destiny. Like your own, yeah, it's your free will. You can love who you want to love, and don't anybody tell you different. Believe me, I'm telling you now, and I'm on here for the world to see it, so I'm gonna say it. I don't care. If my family were to tell me, AJ, you got to marry this girl, and if she's a complete bitch, I'm like this. No, mom, dad, I love you, but fuck that. Okay, just fuck that. It's not going down. Okay, I'm not marrying somebody. I don't love her. I don't love her. She don't love me. That's how it's saying. You don't love someone, then don't be in it. Because you'll get stressed out, all the other bullshit, yada yada. Too much drama.
Exactly, and that's the whole thing of dealing with false claiming, because if you're forced to be in something that you don't want to be in, that's faking. That's false claiming. You're false claiming your love for someone. Don't put yourself out there saying you're something you're not. That's the biggest thing in relationships. If you're in a relationship and you're pretending to love a person just because you don't want to hurt their feelings, that's the worst thing ever. Because when they find out the truth, it's going to break their hearts.
Real.
It's going to kill them.
Like this. Believe me, it's better to have everything out open at the first week than about a year down the road and everything that's come right then and there. Like, it's kind of like interest on a loan. Like, the more it piles up, the worse off you're gonna get. It's that simple. I mean, so don't be stupid, and don't have too much pride, and just, yo, this is how I feel about it. I'm sorry to hurt you, but I'm honest with you. I got to. Don't sit there and play their emotions, because you don't know how people is. They want to kill themselves or you.
Exactly. And the thing about it, the last thing we're going to speak about for a false claimant is, basically my advice for anyone out there that's putting up fronts or trying to do something. Okay, I have a very good friend of mine, and she went through the same thing I went through growing up. She was picked at because of her skin colors. She was harassed. So she did everything possible she could to fit in. She used to give money to people just so they can like her. Like she'd come to school and just give people money, like $100, 20, 50, just because she wanted people to like her. And people took advantage of her for that. And then she turned from that. She saw that people was taking advantage of her. That she tried to turn into the quote-unquote it girl. She started to develop in the right places. So what she did was she used what she got to get what she wanted, basically. And she made up a lie for herself just so people can start to like her more. And that's people know her for. People like, you mention her name, they're like, oh, that's the one that does such and such and such. Man, she's a hoe, she's this and that. And it's sad. And that's a good friend of mine. Like, all jokes aside, that's like my homie, my ride or die. We call each other Bonnie and Clyde. That's my homie. And I'm the only guy that, besides my cousins and everybody, but I'm the only person that she knows that actually knows her and respects her for who she is, not for what she looks like. And people took advantage of her, people hurt her, people lied on her. And it got to the point where we started getting too close, our families clashed because her family doesn't like me. And, I was there for her. And it caused a problem right now. I can't be there for her. But the fact is, I'm telling you, it shouldn't have to be like that in life, in society. You shouldn't have to be taken advantage of or people judging you. See, people look at me, look at my cousin, they think of us as common street persons. And it's nothing like that. Neither one of us has been in the street. Neither one of us have any problems with the law. We don't sell drugs, nothing like that. We stay to ourselves. But see, you look at me, you see my hair, the muscles, tattoos. Oh, he's a pretty boy thug. He's this and that. He just wants to use girls. I get judged all the time. And it's sad. But you know what? That's life. They judge Jesus. People fear what they don't understand. They threw rocks at him. They lashed him. They leeched him. The whole thing. Stabbed him. For what? For what? Because people don't understand. And that's the saddest thing in this world that we're dealing with today. Judgment. Why are you going to sit up there and judge a person by the color of their skin or the way they look, and they don't have to do nothing?
I'm glad this kind of says like that. I'm glad you said that. Like, a lot of people just play into, like, being, like, they try to be, like, they try to be somebody else and not them because they don't want to get judged for it. Like, me, I'm not going to lie. I had my moment, I was a bad person, but at the same time, I did the right thing. I tried to make a good half of my nieces and nephews and stuff. And yeah, I got picked on for it, but hey, it never stopped me. I kept trying to do the right thing and everything. I mean, because why would I try to be somebody else and try to do drugs and everything, knowing that in the long run, they're probably going to snitch on me or something, and I'm be in jail. Yeah. While they can be in their rooms to sleep on their warm, comfortable beds. Exactly. I'm in a jail cell. I mean, so, like, plain simple, just be you. Do you. Yep. You only got one life. Just one.
Exactly.
Live life to the fullest as you. Exactly. Try to be somebody else your entire life, you really left no mark on this earth. Just be a follower. And that's all you be known for.
Exactly. And, you know, the saddest thing about it, man, yesterday, I'm a part of this group on Facebook called Hear My Voice. Shout out to Jared, Tyrus, you know, the leaders of the group or whatever. And this young guy, this young brother, he commented on one of my poems that I wrote. Because I speak about, everybody knows me, I speak about everything. I speak about love, I speak about hate, I speak about pain, I speak about whatever I'm feeling. So I happened to post a romantic poem because it was raining. So I posted a romantic poem. Every girl was commenting like, yo, I like this is nice. This guy just comments on it. He says, why do you write poetry? And I looked at it. I was like, okay. I said, because poetry is the dignification of life. It's everyday struggles, everything people deal with. I basically explained to him how I felt. He replies with, don't give me no textbook answer. I want to know why you write poetry. I'm like, wow, really? I said, because it sums up who I am. I said, hence the name, poetry. He wrote me back and said, don't lie to me. You write poetry just to get girls. Because I always see women always going to your poems. You always post things about women. That's your way of getting girls, to be honest. I said, first of all, I don't owe you no explanation. Secondly, you don't know me to sit there and judge or dignify what I do. Do you?
Probably a hater.
Exactly. Everybody's the same thing. He's hating on you because he's jealous. Okay?
Haters everywhere we go.
He went
Haters everywhere we go.
25 comments on this thing. 25 comments. He went and commented, trying to dignify his justification. Then he replies with, I'm not coming at you. I just see more in you. He said, I see you have a gift that you should use more with. That you have a craft that I feel you should work on better because you're very good. You're a very good poet. But you're always speaking about women. You should speak about more things. Use more to your advantage, basically. And I'm like, okay, I appreciate your advice. I said, but dude, if you paid attention, you would know I'm one of the administrators of this group, meaning that I've been here longer. Secondly, I post about everything. If you paid attention to the group, you would know that I posted about a lot more than just women. He replies with, oh yeah, I pay attention to the group more than you think I do. I just don't have time to write all the time. I'm just simply telling you how I feel. Sorry if you took it as me hating or slandering you. I'm just giving you advice. I was like, okay, well, I appreciate your advice, but I don't need it.
If he was giving you advice, at the get-go.
Exactly. Start off with, yo, I'm not trying to judge you, but do you just speak about women?
Look, I'm sorry to cut you off, man. I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's another thing. On the internet, especially like you, I am sick and tired of looking at the comments and shit, have somebody just be like, somebody just bash a video or bash somebody's comments, and then like, about maybe a day or two later, they're trying to justify everything like, yo, I wasn't saying like this, I wasn't saying like that. I'm just saying, no. You meant what you said. But just because everybody's bashing you for it now, everybody's trolling you, you're gonna try to justify it and save face. Like that's taking the bitch way out. If you mean something and you don't like something, then stick with it.
Exactly.
Shoot, I go on YouTube all the time. If there's something I don't like, I say it. If I got a problem with it, I'll tell them. This is how I feel about it. Honestly, I think it sucks. That's just me. Don't like it? Too bad. This is America. Deal with it.
Exactly. And then one of my friends wrote me. He was like, "Look, man, he's not trying to come at you. He just, very passionate." And he wrote me and explained the whole thing. Just y'all work it out. Don't take it to a physical thing. And I'm like, I'm not offended. I'm not upset because personally, my name on Facebook is Poetry Ladies Choice Tucker. People see that they're like, oh, he's a ladies man. I'm gonna break it down to you. Very few people know this, but the people that do know and understand it. Why my name is Ladies Choice is because I have been raised, taught, and learned a lot from women. My mother, my grandmother, my aunts, my sisters. I had none but women around me, so you start to feel what women feel. You start to see what women go through. And I was taught. My mother instilled in me every single day, baby, this is the good and the good sides that you should worry about. So, me being a very nosy child, I read. I read things. I read things that most people wouldn't read, most men wouldn't read. I paid attention. I watched women movies, real stuff. I've watched the movies. I've seen what women go through, and I start to relate because I'm like, we are not as different. There's no homosexual tendencies in me, so don't get that twisted idea. When you pay attention to women, when you pay attention to women, you start to see things differently. And any female that knows me, that rides with me, knows for a fact that I'm real with what I say, and I see, and I can read through people. So, with that being said, that's why I call myself Ladies' Choice, because I know what women want. I know what women feel. So that's why my name is Ladies' Choice. It's not me being a ladies' man. It's not me having 1,000 girls. It's me knowing what women want, what women feel, and that's what women claim with me. If you look at my page, you will see people commenting on my statuses or reading my statuses, liking them, saying you're a very poetic person. I'm not bragging. I have no cockiness in me. I just have a gift that God blessed me with, and I'm using it. Hate it or love it, it is the truth. Prophetic, poetic knowledge 101.
Sad but true. I can't tell you how many arguments me and her have about women and relationships and stuff. I mean, those y'all don't know, this dude defends y'all. Like, I would say one thing, and he'll give me about 20 minutes, of a 20-minute lecture on how I'm wrong. I stood about 30 seconds, like, yeah, that's BS. I'm done with it. Just, I don't care. But he would talk your ears off for y'all and say, hey, talk to him or see him, hey, just, hey, I'm telling you, he put y'all.
My thing is, to that guy, I know you're gonna watch this video, and you're probably gonna feel he's slandering me. I'm telling you now, man to man, I'm not slandering you. I'm not slandering you. I'm just simply telling you, like I told you before, I'm saying it again on this video. If you have any questions about me, ask. Don't assume. Because if you assume things, it makes yourself look like an ass. Being blunt. Okay, I'm not blunt, but I'm not Mr. Blunt, but I am a very blunt person, and I'm gonna be real with you all the time. So I'm gonna say, if you have something to say, or a question or a concern, anything, ask me, inbox me. I want to ask you a question. Don't publicize something that where the whole group can see it, and everybody saying the same thing. Dude coming at you. What's wrong with dude? Everybody said it. So if you feel you have an issue or something, ask me. Don't assume, because you make yourself look like an ass. Now that I'm done with that, okay. Next brings us to our next topic: religion.
Yes, religion. Like this was a topic I want to talk about since like the first episode. I mean, religion, big part, right now in my life, good part of it. Um, I'm a Christian, but one thing that kind of breaks my heart a little bit about the whole situation is that, like, for one, like, there's war being fought out about different religions. You know what I'm saying? You got the Islamic people and the Jewish, the Hebrews. I mean, you got like Christianity. You got different denominations. You got like the Baptists, like the Protestants, all that stuff, they argue the Catholics. I mean, that's how I see it. What you believe in, what you believe in. And don't let it dictate how you argue people. Because you're a Christian, guess what? You're a Christian, regardless of denomination. And one thing I would say is this: some Christians, I mean, okay, just because somebody is a Buddhist or somebody is a Muslim, does not give you the right to pretty much judge them and say, oh, you're this, you're that, and all that stuff. And pretty much saying you're going to hell. That's not right. That's not being a Christian. God says don't judge. The Bible says don't, but you do anyway. That means you're contradicting yourself, which means you're going to go to hell for what that person does. Think about that one.
Whether it's Allah, whether it's Buddha, whether it's whatever, Shiva, whatever else you may pray to, there's only one God. That's all I'm saying. There's only one God. Whether you call him Allah, Buddha, Shiva, whatever, there's only one God. Everybody has their own meanings, their own dignifications. Some say he doesn't exist. Some say it's a myth. Some say no such thing. Whatever you may say.
That's another thing. I mean, and with some people, I mean, there's some people who are atheists, probably some atheists watching this show, or some agnostics, which is okay. You know, I mean, I don't mind people being agnostic or them being atheists. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind that. I have friends who are agnostic. I have friends who are atheists. But what I do is this. Every religion comes up. What we always do, we always talk about it in a civilized way. It should have been all along. It should have been like, okay, this is what I believe in. This is what it's done for me. That's it. Not something like, oh, you're going to go to hell for this one. Believe I believe in, or you're going to hell. I mean, it means that, like, someone's atheist or agnostic and they're going to Christianity, you saying that is just going to drive them away from it. Because they're going to be like, being a Christian means I'm going to judge others. When the Bible, which they probably do some quotations, something like that, when God says not to judge, hypocrisy, I'm out. Stuff like that. I mean, if you're a Christian and someone is not a believer, if you're going to try to have them believe, you got to do it just gently. You got to pretty much walk them through it. I mean, yes, like, the whole thing with is this. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. It's got to do it on its own. But if you try to force it on them, it's not going to want to drink the water. It's not going to do it. So what you got to do is just lead it there. Lead it gently. And just let it go on its own. Let nature take its course. Because if not, it's going to drag them away. That's one soul God probably would never have because of you. And you'll be accountable for that.
Yep. And, you know, don't pick at anybody. I mean, there's people out there who bash God. And true Christians will get upset by it. It's common. You know, but see, to be honest with you, as much as it bothers me, I don't judge it. I have a lot of friends who don't believe in God. I have a lot of friends who just believe in Allah. One of my homegirls, her and I have a full conversation the other day, and she was like, I'm not saved, I don't believe in your God, I believe in Allah. I was like, that's your choice. We left it at that. It wasn't nothing else. She saw I wasn't going to judge her. We changed something. We talking about wrestling, UFC, and I was like, you know, that's her choice. Because at the end of the day, when they leave that earth, that's the person they got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, nobody can truly say they know what happens when you leave the earth. Nobody.
Exactly.
You read your Bible, you read your whatever else you may call it, you know, your other religious books, and it tells you. But at the end of the day, when you leave this earth,
that's when you know what's going to happen.
That's when you know where you're going.
I mean, here's another thing, like bashing. I mean, just this thing about saying that. Bashing people, to me, like if somebody says, I don't believe in God, yada yada, like your logic is flawed. What I do, I don't worry about it. Because that's how I see it. If you got bashed enough, like something that somebody else believe in because it's not what you believe in, that means you have no faith in what you believe in. It means you have no faith. Your logic, like you have no logic in it. I mean, cause like if you believe in something, just tell me. If I believe in, me personally, what you believe in may be different, whatever. That's me. Okay, that's me. I'm not gonna stop being your friend because of it. But if you're gonna bash someone, then really you kind of lost your own mind.
And if you're gonna sit up and stare and now being hypocritical of religion, okay? You can't sit up there and say 1 minute, hey, that's not of God that you're doing. It's not of God what you're doing. You're doing this wrong. You're going to hell. You're doing this. For the next second, you're like, man, pass me a beer, man. Let's go get high, nigga. What?
You're not perfect. Okay. Alright. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. But there are times I cuss. You heard me cuss on the show. There are times where I do stuff that's not of God. But guess what? I'm human. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm saying.
Exactly. So don't sit up there and judge the person.
Exactly.
Nobody's perfect.
Exactly. I mean, like, we're going to make mistakes. We're going to fall short of God's glory. We all do. Like, you are delusional if you think you're perfect. Please.
Bro.
Turn that, because you say you're perfect, guess what? You have a quick reality, you have a real quick reality check. I'll tell you right now.
I mean, to be honest with you, I got stereotyped and judged because I flirted with the girl I go to church with, and we were very close. Then automatically, they started saying, you're not of God. You're not doing anything of God. I'm like, what person in the world does not flirt? What person does not do something in a way of...
And some to be flirting. If I was correct...
I've seen some... I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm being real. There's some pastors out there who sleep with half of his congregation. So how can you sit up and talk about a person who goes to churches like you do, has a 9-to-5 job just like you do, and he just flirting?
Oh, and don't get me started. Don't get me started on some of these pastors got caught doing some pretty messed up stuff.
Yeah.
One comes to mind. You know him, you love him. Pastor A. Long. I'm sorry. How to be a pastor, talk about homosexuality, how that's wrong and everything, but yet you got caught messing with little boys and stuff. I mean, that means your credibility is going as a pastor. You should not be a pastor or in any church ever. I mean, it's just that simple.
Perfect example. This guy that we know in our area. He raped a girl in his church, and he still walking around proudly. And I'm like, how? How?
And it's simple.
She was like 13, 14.
I don't know. Dude.
This dude's like in his 60s. He raped her. Sick.
Yeah, man.
And he's walking through proudly, and I'm like, okay, but hey, that's how people do it in the world. Some people get away with it.
I mean, plain and simple, it's like this. It's like, you're a pastor or if you're a deacon, like, don't be a deacon or a pastor on Sunday, but Monday you be called sugar daddy. That's just, I mean, be thankful God is stricken down right then and there.
Exactly. I mean, I've seen some girls come to church and get to the altar and cry, oh, do all that stuff. Then the next day I see them wearing skirts up there, they twerking, and they F this girl, F that. I'm like, wow, you was just in church crying, hooping and hollering and all that and stuff in the church. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Like I said, nobody's perfect, but I'm not going to sit up there and throw up in your face with you that you are doing this and you just doing that. That's hypocritical because I make my mistakes. I love music. That's my passion. I have a cursing problem as well. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had a drink in a while, but I used to drink a lot. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of things that I'm not proud of, but I'm still dealing with. At the end of the day, I'm not perfect. You never see me sit up there and say, hey, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. No, I won't.
I'm better than you.
I'm better than you.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, I mean.
Anyway.
I'm stronger
than the show.
I'm stronger than you.
I'm older than you.
I don't give a damn. I still beat your ass. But anyway.
Anywho.
I'm talking about leads up because it's great, man.
You know what I'm saying? We have been through a lot. Since yay high, we have always been us. We've tried to incorporate people into our circle, you know what I'm saying, our own little pattern, but it never worked. there's only 2 guys still remaining that we can actually consider part of the wolf pack, basically.
Right back.
To the back.
No, I was going to bathroom when it's fan.
To the fan, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for that.
Yo, being false witness, man, sin. going to hell for that.
Hey, you're going to hell because you're wearing green shirt and sweatpants with the matching J's.
You suck.
But we want to thank you guys for taking time for tuning in for our 2 topics for today. We'll be dropping another video right after this one. That'll be the one to end for the day, and then we'll drop more tomorrow. 2 more tomorrow.
Oh, yo, one more thing here. On Facebook, if some of y'all don't have my admin friend on Facebook, it's AJ Phillips. I'm sure you know that, or if you know him, I'm thinking about starting a new group up about religion, pretty much like all religions. You're welcome. Like I said before, like I'll just talk about like what we believe in, and how much world change. I mean, just pretty much just being positive. You know what I'm saying? Just fellowship between other races, other religions, all that stuff. I mean, I'm calling it one world, something like that. But I'm just tune in, all right? Like I said before, just talk to my cousin over here if you don't know me, and I appreciate letting me know about everything, and I'll let you know everything about that within the next couple of days.
And one thing I'm going to tell y'all, if you haven't been doing it already, subscribe to our channel. Comment. If you have questions, if you have complaints, anything, we want all. If you don't like the way I edit the video, I don't care. Write it. Tell me.
If you don't like some words I say, please tell me.
Exactly, because we're not going to take it offensive. We're not going to be like, man, F you. We're doing this. Exactly. We're doing this so y'all can give us your feedback. Exactly. Whether you commenting on our YouTube videos or Facebook.
You want to provoke. You want to provoke emotion. Like, you want to like this, where it's happy, where it's sad, where you're just pissed off at us. Because some emotion, stop doing the Drake, damn it. And by the way, UBS coming out with making it up called Drake. Yeah. Hey, you saw it here first.
Yeah, we invented that. It's called the Drake. You ready for that? That's later on.
Dude,
episode 20.
Dude, we get sued, man. Where we get sued? I'm gonna sue y'all too, niggas.
I shouldn't be making fun of me on the video.
But I'm gonna do it still anyway, Drake.
I'm gonna come off my head. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm tired of seeing you niggas making fun of me on YouTube.
Come down, John, South Carolina, man. I'll beat your ass. You ain't a little panda friend too, nigga.
But I mean, I hope that y'all subscribe and understand what we're trying to do. We're making a movement. We're trying to help. We're trying to build up courage because there's people out there who are afraid to speak up because they're afraid they're going to get judged. And that's what we're doing. We're doing for the people that's afraid to speak. Hate or love it, it is a true prophetic poetic knowledge. One. Oh yeah. Subscribe to our channel, please. Thank you.